Hey everyone, welcome back to another devlog. It's been a while since the last devlog. That's because I've been really busy in real life. I do still work a 9 to 5 job as a software engineer, and a lot of my time does go to that. Aside from that, I have been moving into my first apartment, so the time that I would normally spend working on the game has been spent renovating and moving. Before I get into all of the new stuff that I've added, let me just explain what I'm doing for anyone that might be new here. I'm creating Summit of Elements, a cozy top-down 2D farming game with a unique twist. Instead of using your traditional tools like an axe or a pickaxe, you would use elemental abilities to perform those farming actions and generally live your life. The game is still fairly early into development, and a lot of the assets you will see on screen will be replaced later, but that does not mean that I can't show off what I've been working on, so let's get into that. The first thing I wanted to show you were the abilities. While I did already show some abilities in the last devlog, they were more of a proof of concept than actual game ready abilities. And I'm not saying that these abilities that I have right now won't change at all, but I am very happy with how they turned out and I think they really improved a lot. I currently have 9 abilities working. That includes 2 air abilities, which is a air stream, which can be used to harvest crops once they're fully grown. And then there is a dash ability, which just helps you move around. The second element that I wanted to show you is the fire element. Here I'll start off with the fireball, because that one has the least amount of actual features behind it at the moment. It will later be used in combat, but that is not set up yet. Aside from the fireball, we also have a fire stream ability, which is very similar to its air variant. Instead of using it to harvest crops, you would actually use it to burn down stumps after you have mined a tree. This way you can gather coal while also getting rid of those annoying stumps. Moving on to the next element, it's water. Now water will, like you can probably guess, be used to water all of your crops with this water ball ability. Next up is a water stream. This is just a variant like the air and the fire stream, but it does not have any actual functionality behind it yet. For now, it will just primarily be used in combat. Moving on to our final and actually biggest element, we have earth. The first ability I want to showcase with the earth is mining a rock. This is the one that I'm probably least proud of in the earth abilities. There is still a lot of work to be done and the rock animation is not yet in place. I would preferably add a breaking animation to the rock, but that can always be added later on. Next up is a till soil ability. This basically just extrudes a spike out of the ground which causes the dirt to till upwards and gives you a plantable area for all of your seeds. I really like the way this one came together. I think it's really clean and really quick to use. Another one I'm very happy with is the tree mining ability. This one extrudes a slab out of the ground and it hits the tree multiple times until it, well, falls over. Those were all of the abilities that are in the game right now. I do plan on having around 6 per element when the game releases, so there's still a lot of work to be done. Don't worry, later down the line I am planning on adding an upgrade abilities shop that will work very similarly to upgrading your tools in Stardew Valley, but then just upgrading the effectiveness or maybe the range of certain abilities. Every good farming game also needs an economy. That's why I added a money system. You can see your money in the top left corner currently, that might change later. The money system on its own is nice and all, but it's pretty useless. We need a store so that we can actually spend our money. So that's what I made next. I made a store which will showcase items for sale based on the time of day, based on the season, based on the day of the week. It's all configurable in a scriptable object. This allows me to create a bunch of different stores without actually needing to rewrite any of the logic. In the store you can also sell your items, so that you can buy more seeds, plant them, wait for them to grow, harvest them, sell them, and then buy more seeds again. Currently, the world is always sunny, which is nice, but it's not very realistic. Which is why I've added the weather system. Currently I support 3 types of weather. It can be sunny, rainy, or windy. Every weather type has its own effects. The best example for this is the rainy weather type. Here you can see raindrops falling down and splashing down, but you can also see that all of your crops will be automatically watered. It's really nice to see all of this come together, and the first, albeit a very repetitive, gameplay loop is actually in place. I really look forward into growing this project and I have so many exciting things planned. But for now, this is all I can showcase in this devlog. If you have any ideas or suggestions, make sure you leave them in the comments. And if you want to, you can even leave a like, it really helps out a lot. And if you don't want to, that's also fine. I'll see you next time.